G'day there, podcaster. We got prank called. Earlier in the week, we did a prank call to a gym in Mildura, and we received a prank call ourselves. So, it takes a lot of pride to admit that you've been pranked, but I have. We all were, and you'll hear it. We're not shying away from the prank. We're still putting it in the podcast.
We got pranked, but we admitted it. We knew it was a prank.
We knew it was a prank. Yeah, I suppose the wall wasn't fully pulled over our eyes. We let the prank happen.
Yeah.
So, but this is not like a big like, oh, come on with a Trojan horse and try and prank us. It's not like a call to action.
You want to be pranked?
Maybe we want to feel alive. I don't know.
We also did Gorey stories, and I think, and not just because it's eye related, another one of my favourites of all time in there.
Because you could relate.
Oh yeah, that's a joke at Bell's bung eye. If you didn't know that, it should be on our Wikipedia page. I think we're building one for her this week, so put that in there. Good stuff. And we also speak to people with hybrid names like Braylon. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You ready?
stop what you're doing and listen.
Live across Australia. It's radio. This is Ben, Liam, and Bell on Nova.
Good evening, Australia. Here we are on a Thursday night.
And we want to kick it off on 13/24/10. Have you met your hall pass? You may have seen the news out of New York over the weekend on Sunday. They actually held a big Pedro Pascal lookalike competition. It was incredible. Famously, Pedro number 5 won.
He was a dead ringer.
Oh,
So similar.
I mean, Pedro Pascal, if you don't know, he's like the hot daddy of the moment, if I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you guys, my Instagram feed is quickly becoming just a lot of Pedro, and I'm not mad about it. But they did have the lookalike competition, and number 5 won. It's a guy named George, and it turns out that he actually works as a lighting director on The Daily Show, and he went on The Daily Show and said this.
What did your wife say about this? What did she say?
Her position is, I'm cool with you getting all this attention.
Yes.
If I can meet Pedro Pascal. So,
And then he looks down the barrel of the camera and says this.
hey, Pedro, this is Pedro number 5 from New York. It would be a great, great, great gift if you could meet my wife, Jenny. It would mean the world to her. We need to make this happen.
It feels hall passy, doesn't it?
It does, but we're all rooting for Jenny. Everyone wants Pedro to meet Jenny, and it's so beautiful that George, the lookalike guy who you just heard there, he's all for it as well. He's like, my wife needs to meet you, Pedro. It's beautiful. 13/24/10. Have you met your hall pass?
Emily, in Melbourne, you met your hall pass.
I did. It was amazing.
Who was it?
Bernard Fanning.
See, that's achievable for me. It's just a guy who lives in Brisbane. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be like Elvis Presley, someone who died like years ago, and then everyone's, your partner's at ease.
You're saying Bernard is an easy get?
We've met Bernard multiple times.
I'm telling you, I've peed at a urinal next to Bernard Fanning. That's how close I've been to Bernard
But
Fanning.
you work in the media. That's different. Emily, where did you meet Bernard?
I went to a concert in Wollongong and I was staying at a hotel there, went downstairs, had a few drinks, and I was with some mates. I was like, oh my God, it's him, he's there.
Yeah.
They were like, do it, go say g'day. And so I did. I was very
right.
awkward.
And obviously that's where it ended.
Yes, I did ask him for a hug. Had a lovely hug, lovely conversation. I can't remember much of it, but he was the best.
And what do you do, Emily? You don't tell someone in a situation like that they're your hall pass, do you?
I may have.
Oh,
Do you remember what he said?
Oh, I think he laughed.
Yeah, it was a nervous laugh, I reckon.
Back out of there.
What else do you say, Aaron?
Lucy in Melbourne, good evening. You've met yours?
Yes, I have. I met Zac Efron. My whole past.
Saffron. Was this like High School Musical days, or more recently? He's had a little bit of work done.
It was when I was in year 10, so that was about 12, 13, 14 years ago.
Okay.
So just kind of recently, probably out of High School Musical.
Yeah.
Around the time he did 17 again.
Yeah. Where'd you meet him, Lucy?
I was on a basketball tour in LA, and I was at a LA Lakers game, and my friends and I were in the nosebleeds, and we were hunting around the courtside to see any famous people, and we saw Zac Efron, and we legged it all the way down because we saw him get up and leave, and then we just so happened to pick the corridor that he was coming out of, and we stopped him and got a photo with him. I didn't get the opportunity to tell him that he was my hall pass, but yeah, still got a photo.
Yeah, probably a good thing, seeing as you're in year 10.
Yeah, but she was also young by the sounds of it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
She said it was 10 to 15 years
Yeah.
ago.
Lucy, did you say you were in year 10?
I was in year 10 at the time as well.
Sorry,
Yeah.
these guys
Okay.
aren't listening.
Right.
But yeah.
Mate, I heard Zac Efron and just tunnel vision. Fiona in Melbourne, good evening. You've met your hall pass.
I have, yes. I met Chris Hemsworth.
Whoa, Thor, the big man.
I know, the big man, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. Did you tell him that he was your hall pass?
Look, I didn't, but I was with my family and we did get a photo with him and, I got a photo with me and the kids and him, and my husband took a photo of us getting a photo with him.
Oh, right. And so, Fiona, you're obviously married with kids. Does your husband know that Chris Hemsworth was your hall pass?
Well, he does now.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Could you imagine if you made a pass while your husband was taking the photo, like, just so you know, Chris, take me if you want me.
I don't care about him.
It's prearranged. Don't worry about Greg. Sally, what about you? You've met your hall pass.
Hi, yes, I have. It was a while ago now, but I was working in a hospital in London and I met Prince William.
Whoa.
Prince William is your hall pass?
Yeah, oh man, he is hot. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a certain age bracket, but he is very nice.
Yeah, when he was younger, he did look really nice.
He's
no
very
hate to him
eggy.
now, but
he looks like
He had a full head of hair then, I have to say.
No, he was very
very
Prince
nice.
Charming. So, Sally, what was the go? What was the situation that you met him?
So he was opening our new unit at the hospital I was working in, and all of the Australian nurses came in on that day just to meet him. And I have a photo of him holding my hand, shaking my hand, and staring at my boobs.
Yes! Oh, Sally, can you please send us that
He takes
photo?
after his uncle.
Oh, my God.
If you put on our podcast as you go to sleep, this one's for you.
Calling all Black Sabbath fans. Do you want to own Ozzy Osbourne's DNA? Well, now you can. This is a real thing. A low-calorie iced tea company has done a collaboration with Ozzy Osbourne, and he has drunk out of 6 of the cans, and he signed them, and he's giving them away so people can own a little bit of him.
These cans of low-calorie iced tea with B vitamins have each been drunk by Ozzy himself. And each can contains trace DNA from Ozzy's saliva, as well as his handwritten signature.
Obviously, they had a huge show back in the day, MTV, and that's the thing that's, people wanted more of that celebrity life, and now with Instagram and everything, it's oversaturation. So celebrities need to go above and beyond to give a little bit of themselves. Sydney Sweeney's got that bath water at the moment. People are buying that, they're lapping it up, and I'm thinking, what a perfect opportunity to capitalize on this, because who really cares about Ben Lehman Bell stubby holders or fedoras or frisbees?
That's all of our actual merch.
Yes.
That's all of our actual merch, but it's not enough. We need to give more of ourselves to our listeners.
Do you love Ben Harvey? Well, be sure to order your jar of farts. And who do you think you are, collecting your jar of farts? Each fartifact comes with its own unique label and distinct scent. Collect all the flavours of Ben's genuine flatulence. Last night's curry, that didn't agree with me. Egg, light wind, and dead badger. It's good to sweat, right? Well, save yourself the workout. Buy Belle Jackson's Perspire Spray. Smell just like her armpits after a 45-minute high rock session in a shed on a 40-degree day. Pew-wee! That is putrid. I love it. Order today and get a complimentary bag of her nail clippings. So gem sold separately. Or for all you real freaks out there, spit happens. Ben Lehman Bell are selling bottles of their own slag. 250ml cans available in packs of 6, or go the whole hog with a 2-litre bottle. And for premium subscribers, you can buy the crust from and then just bathe yourself in. or feast upon a big bucket of creamy. That last one is banned in 27 countries. For your Ben Lehman Bell body products, visit novafm.com.au.
I bet you can't keep a mewing streak for this whole podcast.
Gory stories.
We love doing gory stories. 13 24 10. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You call up and you share a heinous, gory story with us.
We've had it all. We've had exposed shin bones into windpipes. And that was on a footy field.
Yep.
We've had people's eyes being pulled out by fishing lines.
Had arms ripped off.
We've had the works.
We had a man's
Oh, yeah.
penis
Yeah.
in the spoon drawer.
Got caught right in there.
13 24 10. If you have a gory story, any injury or accident, we do have a year's worth of KO up for grabs. Let's kick it off with Kim. Good evening. Tell us your gory story.
So when I was a child, I can't remember the age, the adults were out the front playing darts. I was on my own. I got told to stay inside. Of course, I didn't listen. I went out. Mum threw the dart. It hit the metal, bounced off, and went into my head.
Oh! Did it stick into your head?
So it stuck in there, but it didn't do any damage. Thank God. Not that I know of. Anyway.
Honestly, Kim, what are the chances that you walk out, she throws it, and then it bounces off? That's Final Destination. Right
Wow,
there.
unless it was a targeted attack. Mum went, bullseye.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's
I said stay inside.
yeah, don't never question my dart ability again. I can bounce it off the board and get it into someone's head if I so please. That's how good I am at darts.
Thanks, Kim.
Good on you, Kim.
The Ben Lehman Bell Podcast. Wait, is Liam that guy from TikTok?
Gory stories.
Gavin in Melbourne, what's your gory story?
How are we? Yeah, a few years back, New Year's party at my mate's house. It was a balmy night, probably about 38 degrees. We had a bathtub in the backyard full of ice and beers, and just to cool off, me and my mate Rog decided to just sit in it and cool off.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty much half cut, didn't realise, but I had the neck of a Corona bottle wedged in my lower back.
Dude.
Yeah, jumped out of it, and like my mates are like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine, mate. You know, I'm all good." And then my mate Steve would come up and just pulled it out of my back, and blood was just pissed out everywhere. If I can say it on the radio.
So the bottle had broken and the glass was in your back.
Yeah, that's a gory one, Gavin.
Oh, that's
big night with the boys. When you've got a Corona bottle hanging out your back and you're not feeling it, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's gross.
Gianna, what about you? You've got a gory story for us?
Hi, guys. My gory story is when my partner was about 10 years old. He was riding his dirt bike on his grandparents' property and didn't see a metal barbed wire fence. Anyway, he rode into it at full speed, basically clotheslined himself. He went flying off the bike, knocked himself out. He split his neck open and just shy of his vocal cords. They were very lucky that they didn't get his vocal cords. And yeah, they had to end up stapling his neck and yeah.
Oh. The sounds are always a bit much, aren't they?
I feel like some we can play sounds on that.
Well, so we never hear the sounds.
Oh, that one's fair game, though.
Oh,
he's
thank
he's
God he was
okay, right, Gianna?
Pardon?
The guy's okay?
He's okay. Yep, just
Cool,
a really
cool.
big scar, but he was okay.
What? That's a gnarly scar, though. Like, whoa.
Well, some people get the barbed wire tattooed around the neck. It's a
Yeah.
little tougher.
He got it engraved. Ben?
Tash in Melbourne, what's your gory story?
My best friend's grandma, she actually fell and hit her head on a coffee table and her eye popped out. I only laughed because she was okay, but the paramedics arrived and they had to hold her eye in place and take her to hospital. She's unfortunately passed away now, but
not
yeah.
because of the fall in the eye and stuff.
Not because of the fall of the eye, no.
Okay.
But it was just hanging there, and yeah.
Because I've heard of a nana's teeth popping out before, but never an eye.
That's
pretty gross.
I don't know. There's something about eyes popping out that I just don't believe, and I do.
Oh,
I
no,
do
it
believe it does, but like how?
Tash, did she retain vision in that eye after they put it back in?
I don't know the details to it, but I think she did. But yeah, it was literally like one of those moments where they like had to like hold it in place, so they felt like hold it back in the eye socket. But
Nana's
I'm
always
not
got
too
her
sure.
eye on you. Literally.
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. We will give you 2 topics. You've just got to tell us which out of the 2 topics has more average monthly Googles.
If you're the last person standing and you win the game, you get dinner on us. You can go anywhere you want. Becca in Sydney, if you win, where are you going to go?
Oh, somewhere at this Crown Casino, please.
Maybe. I mean, you have to talk to the producers because they get the final say.
Yeah, I think we're on a
No,
little bit of a
Barangaroo
budget.
sounds good. Nobu it is.
All right, Becca, well, let's see how you go. So what's got more Googles? Star Wars 3 or World War 3?
World War 3.
Incorrect, actually. No, well, the
Revenge of the Sith was a banger, to be fair.
The phrase World War 3 only has 800,000 monthly, but Star Wars 3 is sitting like a few mil.
Marika joins us now in Melbourne. If you win, where would you go for dinner?
I was going to say the Crown Casino in Melbourne.
Okay.
Well, Nobu again, I suppose.
All right, Marika, what's got more Googles? Pascal lollies or Pedro Pascal?
Oh, I don't know who Pedro Pascal is. Let's go to lollies.
Oh, you fumbled the bag on that one, Marika. No Nobu for you.
Pedro Pascal's like one of the hottest celebs of the moment. He's on 3 mil Googles, whereas Pascal lolly's sitting at a lonely 200,000.
Off to a rough start on the Google game tonight. Up next, we got Taylor in Melbourne. Where would you go for dinner?
Oh, probably let's go Chin Chin.
Yeah, nice.
All right, you're mixing it up a little bit. Still exy, but that's all right. No worries.
Again, we're on a little bit of a budget. All right, so Taylor, what's got more Googles? Manchester City or Manchester betting?
Manchester City.
Correct. 2 million. Manchester betting only on 400,000 monthly Googles. All right, what's got more Googles? Mushroom recipe or beef Wellington recipe?
Beef Wellington.
Oh
No. The broad term of mushroom has more Googles.
Yeah, 'cause
800,000.
you think mushroom, you forget what it was actually in.
Yes. Well, it's just less people Googling the actual beef Wellington. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Pauline, good evening. Do I have to ask her the question?
You don't have to.
I will. Pauline, where are you going to go for dinner?
I think I'm going to have a massive pizza party.
Oh.
Well, that is a win for
Like
us.
20, 30 friends, maybe?
If I have 30 friends. sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Pauline, you just got to get this correct.
Okay.
Who has more Googles? Ariana Grande or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Surely it's Beyonce.
No way.
Tell me about it.
That
I know.
means by default, Lucas in Melbourne, you're the last person standing. You win. Now, the question we're all dying to know is where are you going to go for dinner?
I'm going to go probably to Guzman, grab something.
GYG, get yourself some street corn, pal. Hell yeah, dog. Alrighty, yeah.
The producers are very happy about
Couldn't
that.
be arranged, my friend. It just so happens we have a nice connection with Guzman Gomez.
People were choosing like $300-$400 dinners,
Yeah,
and
but
then you
that's
come
the
in with
thing.
Guzman.
Yeah, that's fine. And Guzman's good. You know, I mean, it's fresh, bloody off the grill, good feed. Everyone's happy.
Good on you, Lucas. Have a great night.
Dude, you're a locked-in Sigma with plus 1,000 aura.
I would love to know on 13, 24, 10, did the speech cross the line? Liam, you can probably call for this one. I've been to your 18th and your 21st.
Yeah. Sean Connery's the name. Great pal of mine, but does like to push it on the speeches. So that he didn't cop one at the wedding, actually.
Yep.
You
learned your lesson.
Well, yeah.
Did you not let him do a speech because
Well,
you
I'm-
were too
you know.
scared?
Fool me once, fool me twice.
For me a third time.
Yeah, shame on me.
Look, the reason I bring up speeches crossing the line is because there is a groom who's gone viral for all the wrong reasons after his speech left a few guests with raised eyebrows. Picture this, right? Post-wedding, it's the reception, everyone's partying, they settle in for the speeches. And he says, Gwen, even though you're not my physical type, I love you with all my heart.
Oh, get out.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Really?
Actual?
That's a direct quote. Even though you're not my physical type,
That
I love you with all my heart.
is insane.
But he's joking, right?
No.
Well,
No.
it's so.
But even if it is a joke, you're just like, that's
Well,
not funny.
no, I don't think it can't be a joke because it's so. It's not even worded like a
No.
joke. It's just sort of like it's too real
Yeah.
to not be real.
Yeah, but that's
Do you know
that
what I
dry
mean? Like,
sense of humour that people
no,
have. Where they're
but like even though
"Ugh."
you're not a physical, it's just sort of like a very off thing to say.
Very off.
What's he trying to say?
The poor
That he
girl.
doesn't find her attractive.
I get that, but like, why? Like,
So-
why, dude? What? Like, what? I just don't. It just makes no sense to me.
So is this doing the rounds online? Like, is just someone filming it? Were they like?
There's no footage of it, but there's a
Oh.
transcript.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love you
yeah,
with all my
right.
heart, although you are fugly.
Your maid of honor, on the other hand,
Wow.
that's my type.
And your sister looks incredible tonight. I gotta say, incredible.
13, 24, 10. Did the speech cross the
I mean,
line?
that crosses all
But-
sorts of lines. If someone has a story like that, they're like at a wedding and someone says something
Yeah.
like that, that's just mind blowing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a wedding, like we said before. It could be a 21st. It could be any
It
birthday.
could even be like a work.
I would love a work speech.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like someone's like
yeah.
doing their big work wrap up for the year or something. It's just like, whoa, this is just like not right.
13, 24, 10. Did the speech, cross the line.
And I feel like there's actually been a lot of those recently in the news where it's like the groom did this, or like he put the pie in her face and all that, like at the wedding. Like I don't know
Put
what
a
kind
pie in
of
her face at the wedding.
Yeah, did you see that one online?
I didn't see that one.
What's
Like no, he
like,
like
a cream pie, like a.
no.
At the wedding.
Yes, at the wedding, but their wedding cake, and then he put her head into it.
Oh, so it's.
Did you see that one?
So he put her face in the cake. Not. I thought he had some sort of pie.
Can't
that he
believe
made.
they ever a cream
Adele.
pie at the wedding.
Adele in Melbourne.
Hello.
Good evening. Did the speech
Hey,
cross
hey.
the line?
Oh, it crossed many lines, yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
My shock of a husband. He did a speech for my mum's 70th, and the room is full of family, friends, all ages. He opens the line and says, "Well, you know, she's like my second wife."
Oh.
Everyone just stood there and did not know where he was going to go with this. It's
Yeah.
a birthday speech, and yeah, he opens with that.
Yeah. So everyone starts wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she's getting at, right? Everyone's,
Is it?
yeah, that's what everyone's wondering.
I thought he meant like, oh, because she nags me a lot and she's annoying, you know.
No, I think
she's like
everyone
second
thought that
wife.
maybe he's.
Oh.
You got a piece on the side.
Yeah.
Bit of a pie maneuver. I don't know.
Where are your brains tonight? Well, thank
know.
you, Adele. Elias in Sydney, good evening. It was your
Hello,
wedding
hello.
speech that crossed the line. What happened?
Yeah, so I'm at my own wedding. This is last year, full house, all the in-laws, barely met a few of them. And I'm giving my wedding speech, and it's going really well, you know, getting a few laughs and all that. But this is the point where I crossed the line. So I got to the part of my speech where I was thanking my direct in-laws, my mum and dad-in-law, and for whatever reason, I just decided to lock eyes with my father-in-law and just thank him for the gift of his daughter, and that how excited I was to unwrap that gift tonight. And it was silence in the house, and then most of the men burst out into laughter, but you could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah.
And let's just say my father-in-law wasn't too happy with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wrapping stays on.
Well, it's the wedding night. You're allowed.
If you're not supposed to tell the dad to his face.
He knows.
It's the Liam, Ben and Bell podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that.
You're not going to believe this. I met a Craydon yesterday, guys. Craydon. Like an adult Craydon.
Sounds
Hybrid
like-
name.
It sounds like crayfish.
It does a little bit. Chris and Hayden, I suppose. Craydon.
That must be mum and dad couldn't decide, so
And
they
they just
merged.
hybrid.
Yeah.
Combo name.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what I want to do tonight. 13, 24, 10. If you have a hybrid name, if
Yep.
you know someone with one, 13, 24, 10.
I know a Baden.
That's like a Brad and a Hayden.
Yep, Baden.
There was a Braylon at school,
Oh, yeah.
which is like a Brandon and Jalen. Even Jalen is
Even Jalen.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
Jalen's a hybrid of a hybrid.
Still better than Craydon.
Braylon is a hybrid of Jalen, which is a hybrid of Jay and Alan or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're
out there.
They're out there, and most of the time it's like Zephin, Braylon, Braden, Baden. actually, Braden's a normal one. Yeah, look, if you have a hybrid name, perhaps you've just had a kid and given them a hybrid name and you would like to show it off a little bit. 13 24 10 is the number. We do have prizes to give away.
I feel like maybe it's just from this chat, but maybe it's more common in guys. I'd love to hear like a female. If there's like a Steph and a Hannah, I don't even know how you do that.
Stefana.
Oh yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, 13 24 10 is our number. We need you to call if you or someone you know has a hybrid name.
You like that feeling in your ear holes? That's the Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
You are here with Billiam Bendel. I tried to do
yeah,
hybrid.
It's just Ben, Liam and Bell,
Had a
but
run of
yeah, look, we're talking hybrid names because I met a Creighton the other day. And it feels like a match of a couple of names, you know. Caller 1 in Melbourne, you've got a hybrid name. What is it?
It's Leona.
Oh, that feels normal to me. It doesn't feel too
Leona,
much.
what's it a hybrid of? What are the two individuals?
So when my mum was having me, my mum was tossing up between Leonie and Fiona, and my very much older cousin said, "Why don't you combine the two?"
Yeah, and Fiona didn't have the same ring to it, I suppose. Caller 2 in Brizzy, what's your hybrid name?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a different one. It's Grayson.
Grayson. That's what I'm talking about. That's a true thoroughbred hybrid.
Can we have a guess? I'm going to guess Greg and Jason.
No, you're way off.
Oh.
It's my father's name was Gary, so he wanted it as Gary's son.
Oh, Gary's son.
But he swapped the R and the A around.
He had a bit of a jumble around as well, and then he ended up with Grayson.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, right.
You don't meet many Graysons.
Yeah, have you ever met another Grayson?
I used to be in a class with a Grayson.
Whoa! Jeez, I hope Dad wasn't friendly with the neighbour there.
Gary's son 1, Gary's son 2.
Gary's second son. Maria in Melbourne. So your granddaughter has a hybrid name.
Yes, she does. My daughter, her middle name, my granddaughter Charlotte, her middle name is Mara Tanda, because my name is Maria and her other grandma is Fernanda.
Right,
So
smash them all together. Yeah,
right.
I get you. Kane in Brizzy, this is your cousin, hybrid name.
Yeah, mate, his name's Daniel.
Hang on. What is it?
No.
What is it?
Daniel. It's sort of, I'm gathering it's Daniel and Jaden.
Or
Daniel
and Damien?
Daniel?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude.
Maybe the mum was sleeping with a couple of blokes. They didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
It reminds me of an onion.
Yeah, I mean, it's your cousin, mate. You're sledging your own auntie here.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be so hard on the phone. Just like, so it's Daniel. You're like, what, sorry? Daniel? Are you saying Damien? Daniel. Like, you would have to go over it so many times to get it right on a form.
Good on you, Kane.
The boy who lived, come to die. I think I'll leave the impressions to Liam.
All night, like for the last 2 hours, there's been someone called Millie trying to get through on the phone lines. And normally when people like when we don't have prizes and we're like not doing talkback, people just like keep calling. It's normally not a good thing. It means they want to complain or that it's a prank call.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we've been told it's like a group of people in a house. They can't hear us right now, but they want to do a prank. Like it feels like there's a prank that they're brewing up.
Yeah, they've been calling so consistently.
Like it's like yeah.
I'm nervous.
I think she's deserved her spotlight.
Yep.
But let's just be a bit careful.
Mm-hmm.
But put them on now. Hey, guess what, Millie?
I'm on.
You're on. You're
Oh my
on,
God.
Millie.
Hi, Mum, if you're driving here right now.
What's your mum's name? Give her a shout out.
Marie.
Marie, that's my mum's name, Millie.
Really? What are the odds?
I know, they're pretty slim, I think. Look, I've heard you got some good stories for us, Millie.
Yes, so if the kids are in the car, block their ears.
Okay.
Right? Okay. What's the difference between a branch and a root?
What?
I've never branched your mum.
I love that you have a live audience.
Yeah, you've got a laugh track there.
I know, I'm popular. Okay, I've got more. What's the difference between $1 and a pound?
It's another rootin' joke, I think.
I've never dollared your mum.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any more jokes on a similar theme?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, go on.
What's the difference between a nail and a screw?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I've done both to your mum.
Oh, you've changed it up a bit.
Do you want to do the sign-off for us? If you say, you're on Nova with Ben, Liam, Belle and Millie.
You're on Nova with Marie.
That's your mum.
Okay, that is...
your mum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Hey, Millie, what's the difference between peanut butter and jam?
I don't know, but I'm scared.
Yep, and I'm not going to finish that joke because I actually like my job.
Oh, my God. Kids in the car.
See you, Millie.
And that's it.
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Belle.